What's going on, guys? It's Kuda here, and today we're going to go over update 5.2 rumors. So yes, they're here, and I have to warn you, if you don't like spoilers, I would not continue, because most of what I'm going to discuss in this video is probably going to be making its way into MK Mobile. The one spoiler I will give without any warning is that a lot of my predictions are correct. And I like to see that. I like to see that. It makes me feel happy. Before we get into predictions, I want to say that the update is probably going to be taking place on December 27th, 28th, 29th, or after Earthrealm Tower comes to a close, which would be January 2nd. Those are the two different estimated times for when the update will arrive. So we're going to go over all of the confirmed predictions, and then we're going to talk about the unconfirmed predictions. Firstly, characters. The next character is going to be Edenian Blood Sindel. But you'll notice something really important. The fact that she's a side character. She's not a main character. We're going to have to touch on that in a bit. But Edenian Blood Sindel will finally close the Edenian Blood team. I already said that was most likely going to happen. She was my number one pick for the next Edenian Blood team member, and I thought they already skipped adding the last Edenian Blood team member by adding Circle Shadow Nightwolf as an alternative, and I just knew we're going to go right back on track and finish this team off with this next update. I wonder what she's going to look like. Probably some cool little skin. I'm happy to see that. And you know what would be really funny? Imagine if Edenian Blood Sindel has a cooler model than the MK11 one. What could be her passive? We already have a passive that stuns an opponent. So maybe her passive is just going to slow an opponent? Scream so that it makes them slow down, potentially. It's got to be some sort of button mechanic. We know it. They put so many buttons on these gold characters. Edenian Blood Rain has a button. Edenian Blood Katana has a button. They kind of want to incorporate some cool passes with these new characters. So that's just where I see that going. Unfortunately, it will not be a shirtless Sindel.
Bro, please don't go there. There's a reason they did it for me.
We all wanted it, but the developers will not give us one of those. But developers, I need you to hear me out, okay?
Nobody's going to hear you out, man.
And with characters, we're going to go over the next combat passes, because surprisingly, combat passes were mentioned in the rumors. So Vampiress Melina and Flaming Fist Liu Kang will be the next combat passes. Flaming Fist Liu Kang is the first challenge I played in MK Mobile back in 2015 when the app first came out. It was Thunder God Raiden and then Flaming Fist Liu Kang until the current challenge today. So Flaming Fist Liu Kang, second challenge in the game. That's when I downloaded MK Mobile, and holy moly was Flaming Fist Liu Kang just a handful. He was awesome. He isn't as cool nowadays, right? Because these are gold and there's so many cool Liu Kangs like Fire God Liu Kang, MK11 Liu Kang, Classic Liu Kang, you get my drift. But Flaming Fist Liu Kang will always hold a special place in my heart, and he can still be pretty useful. So seeing a combat pass where he can do brutality, I guess it's a cool little upgrade to him. Vampiress Melina, however, she's a cool looking character, but other than that, I don't really enjoy Vampiress Melina. And am I the only one in this boat? I just think her skin looks nice. That's really it. I don't think the character is that fun to play. Her special attack 2 is probably the most neat thing about her. I haven't seen many people turn that character into a boss killer, so maybe I'll just play with Vampiress Melina at some point. And with these combat passes, it gives me a chance to actually play these golds and put them against fully maxed diamonds, so that's kind of fun to do. If I underestimate her now, we'll see how she does perform when her combat pass releases. Here's where things get interesting. Towers. This part of the rumor I don't necessarily agree with, because this is more like a testing environment for them. So they just kind of throw things on there, and whatever people, find, it's not going to be as concrete as one would expect, because things on here have not added up correctly before. So what exactly did other people find? There's no one clear source because there has just been a whole lot of channels and people covering this. Lin Kuei Tower 2021. So back in the day, we had the original Lin Kuei Tower. It was actually the second ever tower in MK Mobile. It was just called Winter Tower. That's what it's called in the game files, Winter Tower. Okay, so Winter Tower has a guaranteed quality gang scepter and bracers, and then a random Sub-Zero character. It's a pretty solid tower, I'd say, because you get guaranteed brutality gear. The only issue with it is that no other epics are possibly able to drop from Tower 200, which means you have to rely on luck. Not cool. Not cool. And the tower itself is not very challenging and kind of boring, I'm going to be honest. With Lin Kuei Tower 2021, they had no epic at the end and just a random diamond. Not my favorite change. The tower aesthetically looks current and is a better tower to remake because of its design. So people are pinpointing to the fact that because it's there, they're probably going to be changing the tower, remaking it, having new diamonds and an epic reward at the end, and probably redesigning the gears while they're at it. Overall, if they did decide to remake Lin Kuei Tower 2021, that is a good change that I'm all for. Cold Tower is also in the rumors. Some people are saying that they didn't remove the war. Some people have said that they removed the war. It could be called Cold Winter Tower. There's just so many different things that have been going around. But Cold Tower is highly likely to come back with Lin Kuei. I'm fully before that theory. You know, that's definitely possible. However, some people are wondering if they're going to redesign those gears. And I don't personally think so. I think only one tower is going to have redesigned gears. And it's probably going to be Lin Kuei, because I think Lin Kuei is going to be the main tower of that update, not Cold Tower. I think Cold Tower is going to be only a side thing that goes on for like 20 days, just like Nightmare Tower did. Next up, Classic Tower and Dark Queens. Because there's no fatals in here, Lin Kuei doesn't have a fatal, Cold Tower doesn't have a fatal, Classic and Dark Queens are probably going to be the next two towers. Classic Tower and Dark Queens were in the rumors. I think they're only going to change the rewards slightly for Dark Queens and Classic, but the towers are going to stay the same for the most part. No increased difficulty in battles, I don't think so. I think only Cold Tower and Lin Kuei will have any changes to the fights. And that's it, guys. Those are the only legitimate rumors for update 5.2 that have any backing. And now let's talk about the rumors that were combined with the actual backed up stuff. MK11 Spawn. This is interesting. MK11 Spawn is apparently going to be the next main character, and people think that they're going to be introducing a Hellspawn Tower. A Hellspawn Tower, huh? They don't even make new towers. Not to my knowledge. They haven't made a new tower in several updates. So I'm so confused where anyone got the idea that Hellspawn Tower was coming. And not only that, how in the world is Spawn being predicted? A DLC from MK11? Okay. I personally think that the next character is going to be MK1 Sub-Zero. But let's say this whole theory about Spawn coming is true. Spawn was one of my most requested characters for MK Mobile, mainly because he's like a Homelander, Omni-Man type of character. He's a cool DLC that's got some just incredible power to him, and I wanted to see how MK Mobile brings him, and in what form. And if MK11 Spawn does come to the game, that'd be amazing for us DLC lovers who just want to see all the DLCs from MK11, MKX, and MK1 make their way into MK Mobile. There's a high chance that if Spawn's added, we're probably going to see Peacemaker, Homelander, or Omni-Man, and maybe even all of them. The only issue with Homelander is that the actor has said 2 times in a row that he is not going to be voicing the character, which pisses me off a lot because I wanted to see the main character of the boys, right, the Homelander, voice himself. Why couldn't NetherRealm Studios figure out how to get him to voice the character? I hope that that somehow changes, or that they just somehow go back and revoice the lines. Like, they need to. This is ridiculous. So if Spawn doesn't make his way, then what other characters could make their way into MK Mobile? Well, Injustice 2 Sub-Zero, MK1 Sub-Zero, like I said, it's a Cold Tower theme. But if MK1 Sub-Zero is not the next character, then I would like to see Lee May, you know it, MK1 Liu Kang, MK1 Takeda, MK1 Kenshi, MK1 Baraka, MK1 Melina, MK1 Katana, MK1 Raiden. There's so many great characters they could add into MK Mobile, but since it's a cold theme, there's a chance we could see Injustice 2 Sub-Zero. These are poll winners. MK11 Frost and MK11 Melina and Injustice 2 Sub-Zero are all poll winners. And yes, I deliberately did not say Corrupted Shinnok because Corrupted Shinnok, well, it's been kind of controversial. There's a good chance we will never see a Corrupted Shinnok, so I don't even mention him. And since Frost and Injustice 2 Sub-Zero all fit the cold theme for the next update's release date, I guess there's some chance they could be added. I don't think so. I think we're just going to see MK11s as side characters. But Kude, you didn't mention brutalities or friendships. And that is because the rumor is incomplete. Like I said, it's not in there. Friendship, I personally believe Sub-Zero, Raiden, Melina, Jade, Liu Kang, and that's really all I have to say. I do think that for update 6.0, which will be much later down the line, maybe after 5.2, we get 5.3, right? And then maybe we get 6.0. There's a possibility, okay? There's a possibility they're going to jump ship again. I hope with 6.0 they introduce something huge, and I will be making a video on some of the things I want to see in the future that could save MK Mobile and bring a lot of people all at once to this game instead of Onslaught. That's great for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of these rumors and what you would want in update 5.2 when it comes to like bug fixes, changes, and whatnot. Let me just give a big shout out to my YouTube members. We have Giuliano, Lace, MK God, Jeremy, Oliver, JD Fur, Warlord, JDB, Legend Stone, Sammy, Goku, Titan Beast, Tolga, Mr. Dragon, Stan Marsh, Comet Max, Aiden, Katana, Plain Punch, Shox YT, Jeff, Fitzmagic, Massive Cool, Vosislav, and MK Fire. Thank you all for being YouTube members and welcome to the new members. And yeah, peace out.